So now I'm going to go over the details of the technical implementation of the project. So when building Spine, we decided to use Google's platform Firebase, which allows you to quickly spin up a mobile app backend using a non-relational database and bucket storage, kind of like S3, but in Google Cloud's platform, GCP. So for our database, like I said, we have a non-relational database, and right now we only have two collections, the users collection and the post collection. In the users collection, we store very, very basic information about the user, such as their name, the time sent when it was created. This could be extended later if we wanted to include more information on the profile. Um, and then the important thing we do here is that we actually reference the user in each individual post document, and we index the database based on like this query of user ID in document in the post collection, so we can actually get that login search time for finding documents for the user's profile. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about our storage solution, at least on the console of Firebase. We just have a single collection here called images, and this just stores UUID references to all of the images that users may upload. And in a second, I'm going to show you how we actually get these images into the bucket here. All right, so here we're at the root of our app in Xcode. This is actually the code for our app. Um, Integrating Firebase with this was actually very simple. We just used their SDK and we did a quick function call here. But at a higher level, the app is designed using the MVVN model, view model architecture, where we basically separate our objects from our views from the view controllers. And I'm going to walk through that very briefly. So for our models, we have three models. It's quite simple. We have an image model, a post model, and a user model. The user model just stores basic information about the user, and that reflects the document that we actually saw earlier in Firebase. Um, the post model does the same. It just reflects the schema of the document in Firebase. And then the image model is a little bit more advanced. We use a singleton pattern here to create a instance of a class called an image manager, which basically causes this class to be shared among all views in the app. And because of that, we can implement a cache. And this allows us to basically store images on disk as they're uploaded to the app via this function called upload image, which uses the Firebase SDK to just upload images to our storage reference here. And that results in significantly improved performance on spotty networks because we can just use images that were cached as they come up. For one of our core features, the feed, it's also quite simple, but there are some nuances. Um, Basically, we're using a for each loop to construct a view out of each post document and loading that into a feed cell and putting it into a scroll view using a lazy VStack. And basically, what a lazy VStack does is it only loads the views that are currently active or on the screen that the user is interacting with, so that significantly boosts performance, especially in like long infinite scrolling social media feeds. How we actually populate the feed with posts is we do an on appear function call here, and we use the Firebase SDK to basically get all the documents relative to the user and convert them into our post model that I went over earlier. And then this is actually cached and stored in the view in the UI, so you don't have to repeatedly ping the database unless you want to manually refresh the view and get updated data. Similarly, for uploading content, we kind of do the reverse of downloading, where we convert the data from the form fields the user fills out when creating a post into our app data models. We upload the image, which is just a UI image that the user inputs into the app from their camera roll, to storage using our upload image function. We cache it, and on success of that data, we return it back to the user so they can see the post immediately.